Yes, these two are extremely close in real life, and it is shown right here in their birth charts. Let's unpack their astrological compatibility and why they're so close, so touchy, just so visibly in adoration of one another. And if my aunties, Miss Taraji, Miss Fantasia, happen to see this, I mean no disrespect. This is with complete and utter decorum. I met you, Fantasia, when I was like 8 years old in a garden bridge in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I love y'all. Let's talk about it. So the internet has been extremely vocal and attentive to the chemistry that Taraji and Fantasia have as of recently, from all the interviews and the press conferences and all these things. So of course, me being the astrologer that I am, I was like, let me dig into these charts. Let's see what's going on. What is making them so enamored? First things first, this is Taraji's chart. Virgo Sun, Capricorn Moon, Virgo Mercury, Scorpio Venus, Virgo, lots of Virgo, Virgo Stellium, 3 planets in Virgo, Scorpio, lots of Scorpio and Taurus. This is like my chart, basically. I got Virgo and Scorpio all over the place. But yeah, this is Taraji's. And this is Fantasia's chart. She has Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Mercury, Cancer Venus, Mars Scorpio. Lots of Cancer, obviously Cancer Stellium, and Scorpio, Capricorn. And so basically, these two charts are very compatible just by looking at them. There are many trines, sextiles, and conjunctions, which are seen as pretty good and pretty powerful in a chart. So a trine in a birth chart is where you have the same elements. So for example, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the earth signs, the water signs, the air signs. So Taraji has her Venus in Scorpio, her Jupiter in Scorpio, Neptune in Scorpio, these water elements, which are trining to Fantasia's water elements in Cancer. These are most favorable in a chart and work better, even better than sextiles. Now, sextile is when you have two signs apart. So for example, Virgo and Cancer. Taraji is a Virgo sun, Fantasia is a Cancer sun. So what this means is that you just get one another and you bring out the better parts of that, the characteristics of that sign. So the better characteristics of Cancer sun, the better characteristics of Virgo sun come out in this dynamic. What you want in any relationship is to bring out the positives in one another. So having Cancer, sextile, Virgo sun, their wants, their desires are the same essentially, and they have personalities that are congruent with one another. They are at ease. They can just flow together. There's no friction there. Now, they do have this one opposition that I want to point out. Fantasia's Cancer moon at 29 degrees and Taraji's Capricorn moon at 25 degrees. So it's pretty close. This is like an instant connection there. An opposition can be felt pretty strongly as well. But it really is about a mirroring of emotional needs. So where Fantasia's needs have not been met or they're not being met, Taraji can come in and meet those needs. For example, Capricorn is detriment in a moon sign, which means it doesn't feel comfortable to fully express itself openly, and it struggles there sometimes. So where Taraji may struggle with accepting her feelings or articulating her emotions, that Cancer moon, which is at home, the moon is at home in Cancer, Fantasia can come in and comfort her and accept her and give her a place to just feel, and she feels more comfortable just being there in that space with her. Now, where Fantasia may struggle is separating herself from her emotions on a logical level, like maybe getting more grounded, maybe being more rational at times. And this is where Taraji, logical Capricorn moon, can come in and step in and be more of that grounding energy that she needs in those moments, or that rational energy, and just talking her through, getting her out of her head or out of her heart even, and, moving forward with that. So that's a great balance of energies in the moon sign. So now moving on to where things get even more, we got a beautiful aspect here. Venus trine Venus, magnificent. So Venus, Cancer, for Fantasia, trining Venus and Scorpio, which means they're in the same element, water. All right, so this is a strong attraction. It could be in a platonic way, it could be in a romantic way, in a chart, it doesn't matter. But there is attraction there. What you find beautiful and attractive in a person, in a partnership, in a friendship, is similar to what this other person finds. Like on an emotional level, they both care about feelings of safety, emotional comfort in a relationship. And so that is shown there. It's also shown that they have similar values when it comes down to relationships or to friendships. That is what Venus represents, our values. This creates a certain type of comfort and ease for the relationship, just automatically felt. Now, I saved the best for last with this certain aspect. All right, now, aunties, don't be mad at me. I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. When I see this here in a chart, I know there's this spark, there's this fire, there's this passion, there's this attraction, this heat, usually sexually, but I digress. So we got Venus right here, Venus and Scorpio, conjunct in the same sign, very close degrees too, 12 degrees Scorpio, in Fantasia's Mars. Venus Mars is that fire. That is a fire in a birth chart. When you have it in the same sign, this creates a certain type of attraction and chemistry that is undeniable. It's felt, it's palpable to people around you. This is why the internet is so enamored. They're like, whoa, what is this chemistry we're feeling? It's this Venus Mars aspect that they share in their chart. That is sexual energy. Mars is sexual energy, passion. Venus is romance and love. When those two come together in a conjunction, and a pretty close one at that, everybody's like, whoa. Like this, like when you see a very sexy couple, you're like, OMG, they're hot. Like, you know, they probably have Venus Mars. It's possible. So like this creates that tension and sexual energy we see, even if the relationship is not sexual in itself. The fact that it's Scorpio is involved. First of all, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, and Scorpio represents sexuality and intimacy and vulnerability. So it's like even more amplified with that aspect. Like I'm telling you, this is where you see the touching. Venus, Mars, love, physical touch. Touch. Can't keep our hands off each other. Even if it's not sexual, even if it's platonic, you just want to touch the other person. All right, this could be seen with other Venus aspects to Mars as well, but I see this a lot when the Venus sign and the Mars sign are the same with a relationship. Any dynamic, they're going to be touching. It's going to be intimate. Another thing that's interesting is usually the Mars person, Fantasia, is the more masculine energy, or the one that could be more of the initiator. So even if it's two women, there's a more masculine dominance that one may carry versus the other person. Doesn't matter if two women, two men, woman and man. The Mars person is known to be the masculine person. You know, use that lightly. Don't get offended by that. And the Venus person is seen to be more of the submissive energy. Taraji would be the Venus person in this case. So, yeah. There's a couple more aspects in the chart that point out to these things, but the chemistry is hot. Is there. It's visible. Everybody sees it. We love it. The girls are eating it up. The Wattpads are going up. See, they active. But we love Taraji, we love Fantasia, and we really appreciate them portraying and advocating for the queer communities, the LGBTQ community. We love Black voices in our community, beautiful Black women. Thank you so much for advocating, for being the image and the face for us. We love you. Much love and respect to you guys. Hope you enjoyed this.